What's up, best friends? My name is Brian Deach, and I just realized it is late into 2025, and I have yet to give you an update on the Zscaler Digital Experience, aka ZDX, the world's greatest digital monitoring platform, or at least in my opinion. And you know what? It'll be worth it, because just like going to the Cheesecake Factory, you're going to be stuffed after this presentation. So you have employees, you may have a few hundred, maybe a few 100,000, but rest assured, they're working from anywhere. And what are they doing? They're going out to internet, SaaS, public cloud, private cloud, heck, even the data center. And they're going there through the world's largest security platform, the Zero Trust Exchange from Zscaler. And not only is this a strategic point of control, but it really is a strategic point of visibility, whether the users are going out to the internet, SaaS, public cloud, or even heck back over here to the data center. But today I have 3 areas of innovation to share with you. They're going to be a lot of fun. The first one is going to be around device. So let's jump right into that. You know it, and I know it. The current device metrics have always been kind of centered around CPU, memory, disk, Wi-Fi, and battery, but we're going to turn this up a notch. We want to easily be able to identify and resolve enterprise-wide device performance issues. How many times are you trying to figure out in your organization is a computer hitting a blue screen of death? You'd be surprised. It's 2025 and it's still going on. Maybe you're rolling out new software and it's hanging or it's laggy on the system. Wouldn't you like to know about that? The ability to look at a device health score based on location, OS versions, which users, and heck, even the vendor of choice. Is it a Lenovo laptop? Is it an HP laptop? Lord knows, but now it can help you. Looking at devices, taking that health score and trying to figure out, are the systems over-provisioned? Are they under-provisioned? Help you kind of forecast when newer laptops might need to be refreshed, or maybe just even a smaller hardware upgrade, like maybe a bigger disk or even more RAM. And last but not least, the ability to provide remediation. From an IT help desk perspective, you'll be able to script out and push these changes out to the end user devices to help remediate those issues. So a couple of examples for you. You have users, they're out there, things are going on, maybe they're complaining, maybe they're not. Now the help desk has the ability to kind of query and go out there and look for things that are going on. We can collect that device information. Maybe a good example would be, and this is actually a real life one, where one customer of ours was actually having 14,000 blue screen of deaths over 30 days. Now, not every user is going to complain. They just kind of just bring down and bear it. But the ability to figure out exactly what's actually going on and the ability to push something through Zscaler Client Connector, through ZDX, to remediate those issues and stop those blue screens from happening is paramount. And then 2, maybe you're pushing out new software to these users and trying to figure out, is it laggy? Is it being executed correctly? Now have the ability to grab that information and pull it up all in one unified aggregated dashboard. So with that said, that's the first area of innovation. The second is going to be around network. Let's go take a peek at that. Looking at network, the idea here is that kind of that last mile. You have to be able to pinpoint these ISP issues and resolve them, because the reality is there's multiple ways from A to Z, and not every ISP is actually created equal. Be able to benchmark all of these different ISPs, figure out which ones are impacting users, and then to be able to take action. So we understand that your users are really everywhere, and really the path over here is going to be kind of multifaceted, right? Now, what makes us special here is that at the endpoint, we get to control certain things. We get visibility because we have Zscaler Client Connector running right here. And on top of that, we also have 160 points of presence globally. Now, in a scenario that we're looking at this, we're trying to pinpoint where the issue is. Maybe we can look at this and say these users that are in, I don't know, Arizona, maybe their path is through Cox Communications and it's going through Los Angeles. But let's say that Cox Communications is having issues and they can actually go a different route, maybe through Spectrum, through one of our points of presence in Denver, Colorado. Since I have the ability to detect that, to measure that latency, to see where the issues are, I can do traffic steering decisions based upon that. I can leverage Zscaler Client Connector to say, hey, don't go to Los Angeles. Instead, go to Denver. You have to remember, happy users or more productive users. And more productive users, they're just better for the business. So let's look at our third bullet point right here. And it's going to be around applications. There's been a huge focus so far kind of on the end users, but the reality is the end users are interacting with like these business critical applications that exist in the SaaS. But the reality is it's one thing to sit back and allow your users to tell you that an application is down or if it's slow. It's a whole nother world, arguably a much better world, when you proactively set up monitoring to check these business critical applications for both performance and availability. The ability from the Zero Trust Exchange to monitor these websites 24/7. The ability to enforce SLAs for these applications in SaaS and private cloud and public cloud. And last but not least, as you start to roll out new applications or even to different regions, you have the ability to monitor the performance and the availability of it. Let's take a closer look at that. So let's see a couple different examples. Now remember, since we're doing the monitoring right here from the Zero Trust Exchange, that gives you the ability to do 24/7 tracking of both the availability and the performance of those applications. So to recap, on the device, now we have the ability to find those system or software crashes, the device health score, finding out the devices in your environment that are either under-provisioned or over-provisioned. Remediation is now a tool for the help desk to be able to go out there and help mitigate issues. 2, looking at the network, being able to pinpoint issues and resolve them. And we can do that because we have Zscaler Client Connector on the endpoint and we have 160 points globally. We can steer that traffic around those issues seamlessly. And last but not least, 24/7 application performance and availability. You now have the ability to monitor that performance and availability 24/7 right from here from the Zero Trust Exchange. So team, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this is a great precursor into a much detailed conversation with you in the future. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your grandma. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.